Hey, adrenaline junkies, welcome back. What you're about to see isn't scripted, it isn't staged, and it definitely isn't safe. This is raw police body cam footage where one bad decision turns into a chain reaction of chaos, sirens, and split-second judgment calls. Stay locked in, because once this starts, there's no pause button. At about 10:15 a.m. on February 6, 2024, a Highlands County deputy was patrolling Sparta Road in Sebring when a vehicle sped past near Cow Ranch Road, heading toward State Road 66. As the deputy turned around to initiate a stop, the driver accelerated away, weaving through traffic and crossing the double yellow line in an attempt to flee. During the pursuit, the driver accelerated and intentionally rammed a patrol vehicle, causing the airbags to deploy and injuring the deputy. Troopers attempted a pit maneuver to stop the fleeing vehicle, but the effort was unsuccessful and the chase continued.
We're still continuing westbound, speeds 40 miles an hour. He's barely able to control it. Vehicle's almost DAV. I need another unit up there with me. Ten-4. He's not able to control it. It keeps going into oncoming traffic. I get a chance to take him out. As soon as this traffic clears.
A short time later, a deputy executed a pit maneuver, sending the vehicle off the roadway where it rolled several times before coming to a stop. The driver, later identified as Jaquan Salvalis Hall, climbed out and hid behind the vehicle, ignoring repeated commands to show himself. He was eventually taken into custody without further incident. A records check confirmed his identity, and Hall now faces multiple serious charges.
And there's at least three.
On March 7, 2024, at approximately 3:16 p.m., Trooper First Class A. Matthews with the Georgia State Patrol Crime Suppression Unit assisted Atlanta police in locating a stolen white Ford Fusion. With support from the Auto Crimes Enforcement and Aviation units, the vehicle was found in a private parking lot near Martin Luther King Jr. Drive and Lyndhurst Drive. After exiting the lot, the driver headed east on Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. When officers attempted a traffic stop for a window tint violation, the suspect turned north onto Westland Boulevard, accelerated, and fled, initiating a pursuit.
Dog switch. He's got a tank around. Give a second. Traffic gonna go up. I'm clear. Alright, we're 10
1033, unit 795, 1080, 20 eastbound, MLK, White Ford Fusion, 1095, push updated 20.
Right on the Virgin, right on the Virgin.
Clear right on Merton.
Coming up to I-20, going I-20.
Clear 20, going on I-20.
You know, eastbound to 20, eastbound to 20.
Clear eastbound 20.
It's
Clear on pit.
another pit.
As the pursuit entered Interstate 20, Trooper Matthews executed a pit maneuver, causing the suspect's vehicle to spin and strike a guardrail. The driver regained control and continued fleeing until Trooper George performed a second pit, spinning the car again and pinning it against the guardrail, disabling the vehicle. The driver, identified as Juwan Jackson, fled on foot down a wooded embankment. K-9 Loco and officers gave chase. Jackson briefly broke free after being caught by the K-9, crossed nearby train tracks, and was ultimately located by Officer Tierney, who deployed a taser to take him into custody. At approximately 3:25 a.m. on September 10, 2022, officers spotted a Ford Explorer being driven by a seemingly impaired driver. When they attempted to initiate a traffic stop, the driver fled. Trooper Bird was called to assist and quickly arrived on scene as a support unit. At the time of his arrival, the pursuit was already underway at speeds around 80 miles per hour.
Still west on 20th. I'm not sure if the primary has eyes on it. South on Madison. South on Madison. Right on 22nd. Right on 22nd going west.
Transmission sorry up.
LRPD, let me pass you.
We are reporting up.
LRPD, I'm passing on your left. Passing on your left.
St. Louis Adler.
St. Louis is still secondary. Right, going north on Harrison. Another LRPD unit's primary.
Well, I'm out.
Going west on Charles Bussey. West on Charles Bussey.
And traffic, Tyler. Something over there.
Continuing west on Charles Bussey.
This one was to the north communication crossing.
At an intersection, the driver suddenly made a sharp left turn, causing the lead patrol unit to lose visual contact. Trooper Bird quickly followed the suspect's direction and took over as the lead unit in the pursuit.
That's a big street.
South on Fillmore. They're on secondary. I don't know if they're calling it.
10-4, I believe he's at south on Fair Park.
We're going right on 28th Street. West on 28th. I'm about to fill here UALR.
10-4, Model 28, headed UALR.
Noticing light traffic and the suspect vehicle traveling at approximately 50 miles per hour, Trooper Bird moved in and executed a pit maneuver, causing the Ford to spin counterclockwise and come to a stop on the roadway. The driver immediately exited the vehicle and fled on foot, but was quickly apprehended nearby without further incident.
On UALR for an LRPD.
Somebody run
into UALR.
Stop now! Get on your face! Get on your face!
Put your hand.
At approximately 10:07 p.m. on December 9, 2023, Kent County deputies located a stolen Dodge Durango at a mire on 17 Mile Road. Deputy Ziemkowski attempted to stop the vehicle, but the driver fled. The deputy initiated a pursuit and immediately notified dispatch.
Parking lot, Cedar 29 US on Orchard, hold the air, 4046, do you copy?
Some good spikes.
Any day for a test spike?
Back to the gas station, 17 miles an hour. Coming back out to 17 mile. It looks like we're gonna go towards the highway.
Are we going eastbound?
Eastbound, we're ramping on right now.
Heavy ramping on southbound.
We're at Forest State there, 67. I'm gonna let whoever's behind me too.
Heavy 42, taking over. And as for 4140, looks like you're behind him. You're gonna take over the pursuit traffic.
Still southbound. Traffic open. Cedar 98.
Southbound, traffic open, Cedar 98.
I'm at 131 and south 10 miles.
Somewhere in San Copy, we have spikes set up at 10 miles.
Central 610, I'm responding.
Somewhere.
Example.
4140.
140, go ahead.
Any updates on speed?
Current speed about 100. Southbound 131, light traffic.
Copy speed.
Speed 110.
They're just passing 14 miles.
6135, we're 131 South Coast.
10-4.
44, they have spikes on the coast.
They have spikes at 10 miles.
32, I'm north of 10 miles.
I'm gonna take back over traffic. We are at 131. Just passing over. Speeds are 13. Still light traffic.
10-4, you're just about to reach 32.
Later again.
I'm on the left, man. Speeds are 108. He's driving in the right lane now. Right full side.
Copy speed 108, driving in the right lane.
Page, I got spiked out. I think it was good spike.
Copy. Speed back up now. Still got eyes on him. Probably did about 105.
A few minutes later, the Dodge accelerated to 105 to 115 miles per hour. Officers successfully deployed spike strips, but despite having deflated tires, the suspect continued fleeing. Troopers quickly closed the distance, preparing to execute a pit maneuver if the driver remained non-compliant.
Where's that state unit at?
Once the south pole.
Okay, I still got eyes on it. Looks like they're in the left lane of travel. Probably doing about 115. My speeds are only up right now.
46 going in.
Copy, terminating pursuit, 4040 copy.
Before I copy, they're just coming up the post now, left lane of travel. Their speeds are probably 105, 197. So I'll terminate.
FR 6110,
Little Durango.
White Durango.
I still have eyes on it. They're just passing close right now. Left lane of travel. I'm not in pursuit.
FR 6110, are you in pursuit?
Yeah, they're terminated, and it's confirmed stolen.
Copy, MSP will pursue.
Okay, they're no longer chasing the right. They lost sight. I'm just set up.
I'm no longer chasing. I still have eyes on it. They are in the rightmost lane of travel, just coming up to that turnaround just south of post.
FR 6135, you should see it soon.
6110 has eyes on him, I believe.
Should be passing you right now, 6110.
They just passed me. They're south of post. Right lane.
FR.
Dude, can anyone tell if this bike's work? Sounds like 35. Sounds like they were running on flats.
Copy, running on flats.
74, I'm at the 93. Let me know when you're coming up that hill. See if we can get anyone southwest with spikes. I don't have eyes, but they're probably south of Pine Island. What color is it?
White.
It was white with Durango lettering on the driver's side.
44, I've got eyes on it right now. We're just south of the 93. They're pulling over right now. Permission to get back in the pursuit.
4049 or 46.
It's a yes.
74, they're right behind me. I'm gonna try and pit them.
Copy, attempting a pit.
I'm with him. 35 behind him.
Copy.
Fort.
Copy, good pit. Roll, we'll get medical.
Disregard. Yeah, pull back over. They're now going to go northbound. Northbound.
Copy, it's going back northbound.
Good pit, good pit. We're going to get blocked in.
Copy, getting him locked in.
Hands up! Put your hands up!
We're gonna get them blocked in.
A second pit maneuver successfully disabled the suspect's vehicle. The driver initially appeared to comply with both hands raised, but suddenly exited the vehicle and fled on foot. After a brief chase, officers deployed a taser and took him into custody without further incident. The suspect later admitted the vehicle had been stolen. At around 9:55 a.m. on October 1st, 2024, Officer Matthews was alerted about a stolen white Nissan NV spotted near Flint River Road. He and Officer Mosby located the vehicle parked near Building 29, with a woman behind the wheel and the engine running. When Matthews drew his weapon and ordered her to show her hands, she refused and moved to the passenger seat. As Mosby approached to break the window, the suspect jumped back into the driver's seat, reversed into a gate, and sped off. Both officers immediately began pursuit.
We're on the back side of 681 Flint River, coming out to Flint River in a second. Hey, be advised, unit, she's probably going to try to ram your vehicle. Back one, can somebody notify the man? Lieutenant Warren.
Give me an update.
We're coming out of the complex right now. She's gonna be stopping. Stand by. Back one, radio on Flint River, coming up to Terra Boulevard.
I'm clear on Flint and Terra.
Hey, somebody call this for me.
After the chase left the apartment complex onto Fayetteville Road, Matthews attempted a pit maneuver, but the impact wasn't enough to stop the suspect. The pursuit continued at speeds of roughly 60 to 80 miles per hour.
60 miles per hour, Fayetteville Road.
Hi, unit, I'll be calling. Radio Ruby, 138 coming up on Government, sir.
After passing North McDonough on Highway 138, Chief Toome took over as the primary unit in the pursuit. Near Government Circle, Deputy Chief Toome successfully executed a pit maneuver, causing the suspect's vehicle to leave the road, roll several times, and come to rest on the driver's side. Multiple officers quickly approached, made contact with the driver, and assisted her out of the vehicle. At approximately 4:30 p.m. on March 17, 2024, Officer Lucas responded to the area of Highway 270 East, near the Sheridan city limits, to investigate a stolen vehicle alert from flock cameras. The vehicle, a brown 2015 Honda Civic, had been reported stolen out of Springdale, Arkansas. Officer Mike Sweeney with the Sheridan Police Department located the vehicle near Highway 270 East and Hurricane Creek and attempted a traffic stop. The vehicle initially traveled at around 68 miles per hour before accelerating, initiating a pursuit. The suspect drove recklessly, weaving through traffic and reaching speeds over 90 miles per hour.
Dispatch, I'm in pursuit.
Copy in pursuit.
Got spikes ready at Pig Mill. Okay, I'm going to stand by on the pit. No, if you can bid him.
He bidded him right here, just west of Christmas tree farm. Oh, we got one ejected.
After a pit maneuver, the vehicle rolled several times, ejecting the driver, who fled on foot along a nearby tree line. Sergeant Lucas briefly pursued but lost the suspect in a wooded area. Despite a 5-hour search, he was not located. A female passenger, Lindsay Johnson, was found inside the vehicle with a serious head injury. Officers recovered a .40 caliber handgun and a Nike shoe believed to belong to the suspect near the scene. On August 22, 2024, the Florida Highway Patrol received a "Be on the lookout" alert for a vehicle suspected in a theft involving a passenger in Seminole County. The vehicle was spotted traveling on Interstate 4 but refused to stop, prompting a police pursuit. The chase reached speeds of approximately 75 to 85 miles per hour.
947 is up by I-4. Attention all units at this time. We're going to be patched in with Seminole County, so...
I'm passing the 101. They wanted me to stop the vehicle or continue to follow.
Seminole County, anybody on this channel that can advise? Stand by line.
For vehicles picking up speed. Again, it's not fleeing at this time. We're going about 74 and 65. Left lane passing the 98.
I copy 74 miles per hour, left lane passing the 98.
Do we have any I-4 units up ahead?
I don't see any in the area. The shift change.
15, I'll be at 90, what's up?
I copy 15.
Passing the 99.
Copy, passing the 99. What's speed and how?
83, 84. Again, just following it right now. I haven't lit it up yet, but it is picking up speed.
Copy. 83 and the 89. At the 89 correction.
Going 94 miles an hour. Do they want me to light this vehicle up or not?
Stand by. They're not communicating on this channel. I think she goes back to Seminole County. I have a trooper directly behind the vehicle. Are you lighting it up?
I'm 1031.
The units, including one marked patrol car and 2 unmarked police vehicles, attempted a boxing-in maneuver to force the suspect to slow down until he had no choice but to stop. The tactic initially worked, reducing the vehicle's speed, but the suspect proved reckless, repeatedly swerving and trying to slip through the officers' formation. It was clear he was not going to give up easily.
947, if you can update your 1020 with me. It looks like you're passing the 98 right now.
Yeah, that's 10-4.
How's speed and traffic conditions?
Traffic is light. I'm right at about the 94.
Copy, right light traffic at the 94. You have some units coming up in the next mile.
Double. 10, we're going about 100. Traffic is still light. We are picking up, coming up on some traffic now though.
Copy at the 100 traffic picking up. What's your current 1020?
I'm going to be, looks like this is the 95.
I'll copy it. We'll be coming up on 924 here shortly.
10-4. Vehicles on the right shoulder.
Copy, vehicles pulling over onto the right shoulder or driving on the right shoulder?
54, driving on the right shoulder.
Copy, vehicle driving on the right shoulder.
3260, advise a reason for the stop.
Now 10-4, Seminole County has it for burglary suspect and now fleeing and eluding charges. They have requested our assistance and unmarked behind it following.
Passing the 94 westbound. Units up ahead, I need you to maybe start slowing down the traffic. Can you check the Seminole units are off forward, we can assist.
That's 10-4, they're on this channel, I have several assistants. We're going to 2-4, 15-8, 48, we reference to slowing down traffic in the area.
We're passing the 93, still going westbound. Light traffic is starting to light up.
Copy light traffic in the street.
10-4, going about 110.
Copy 110 at the 93 west.
Just start slowing them down, guys. I see your lights. He's coming up on the right shoulder. He's getting off at the 92.
Copy, exiting at the 92.
Going 436 westbound.
Copy, westbound 436.
When traffic cleared, the suspect accelerated to around 110 miles per hour, weaving dangerously between lanes to get away. He exited the interstate at 92 miles per hour and drove into the Twin Peaks parking lot, only to circle back and re-enter the highway. At one point, he even traveled westbound in the eastbound lanes before correcting himself.
Copy, service over down 436. Traveling back towards exit.
54, now he's going back west on 436.
Going west on the eastbound lanes, confirming.
54, he's correcting himself.
Copy, vehicle corrected, going west on the westbound.
336, come on that way.
10-4, 54, still corrected, now westbound 436. 947, can you advise your cross?
10-4, he's at Rear Bend Drive, still going westbound. Signal 14, it does seem to be occupied 10-3.
I copy, occupy 10-3.
This is can you advise Seminole around the assist?
They are supposed to be on this channel. I'm not sure what happened, but we are communicating with them and we're trying to get here as well.
Signal 14, we're coming up to Maple Street.
Copy, that's on 14 Maple Street.
Couple. Take on 51.
I copy 116, 51.
We're going back eastbound.
Copy.
Just attempted split bill pit.
I copy you going back eastbound now. 10-9, the rest of yours, last chapter.
Just try to put the vehicle foot pit. Still coming up towards 436, I believe.
I copy, go pit.
Correction, 434. We're going south on 434.
Copy, southbound 434. And is traffic moderate, heavy, light?
Light, we are coming back up to some heavy traffic here at Westtown Parkway.
Copy, approaching heavy traffic. Westbound Parkway?
Westtown Parkway. We're back southbound. Coming up to Lotus Landing, traffic is light. I see that unit up ahead there. Just be careful, he's coming through that intersection, pretty high rate of speed.
Copy, southbound approaching 414, 80 miles per hour. Copy, passing 414.
The pursuit continued at speeds over 100 miles per hour in moderate to heavy traffic. Officers made several attempts to get close enough for a pit, but each effort failed. By this point, the chase had lasted about 10 minutes, and troopers knew they needed a successful pit soon to prevent further danger to the community.
923, you cut out, 10 minutes across.
We're approaching all the way to the door, we're about 100 miles out.
Copy, 106 miles per hour. What's the traffic?
Traffic is moderate at the time. That's not too bad.
Copy, moderate.
All the suspects in the vehicle are going to be both.
Last unit inquiring about the suspect in the vehicle, your traffic cut out.
Are all the suspects burglary suspects? That's one southbound.
Copy, Edgewater southbound.
We're tapping Edgewater southbound. We're on now.
Copy, passing Edgewater, going on the John Young now.
We're about 103 miles per hour. We're going over the southbound John Young.
Copy, 103 miles per hour, approaching the OBQ on the top.
Do you have aviation up by any chance?
23.
Can you check if I'm unit is up?
The Hilo is 51, signal 13, and we're working on trying to switch to a metro patch for Orange County, signal 14.
Alright, and then what's
We're going to turn, looks like, are you up with a shoulder road? Copy, pit maneuver.
After about 15 minutes of pursuit, troopers executed a successful pit, causing the suspect's vehicle to lose control, crash through a fence, and break off a long section before coming to a stop. The driver, identified as Johnny Jabbar Talton, complied with commands and was taken into custody without further resistance. A quick search of the vehicle revealed a firearm inside. Fortunately, no serious injuries were reported in the incident. On January 27, 2024, at around 10:06 p.m., Fort Worth police officers assigned to the West 7th Entertainment District spotted a gray pickup truck leaving a parking lot at 1000 Foch Street with no headlights on. The driver then turned the wrong way onto Morton Street, a one-way road. The truck briefly reversed, nearly hitting a marked police unit, then jumped the curb. Officers reported hearing a passenger inside pleading with the driver to stop. When police activated their overhead lights to conduct a stop due to the erratic driving, the driver sped off, prompting a pursuit.
King 721, we got one felony yield. It's a truck. It's possible 22. He's almost hit us once. He was driving the wrong way on a one-way. He's refusing to get out of the car, and now he's taking off. He's going the wrong way down Foch. We are eastbound West 7th. He just struck a curb, he's driving reckless. Speeds are about 50. Traffic's light. It's going to be a gray Silverado. We're still eastbound West 7th, passing Staten Street. Watch out. He just struck a curb. He almost struck a Tesla. Still eastbound, passing Harold. We occupied 2 times. Speeds are at 80. Alright. He has just struck another curb. He is on Penn Street.
Officers observed the truck strike multiple curbs and nearly crash into other vehicles while heading east on West 7th Street. At one point, the driver cut across oncoming traffic, jumped a curb into a bank parking lot, and hit a pole, destroying the front left wheel. CPC. Despite the damage, the suspect continued fleeing at high speed toward the crowded West 7th area. Due to the dangerous driving, officers backed off and reduced their speed.
Stop, wait till he does. He's still on one wheel. He's going westbound West 7th. We're coming up on Montgomery Plaza. Watch him, wait. Stop, because all his shit's about to come out. We are still westbound West 7th. We're passing Staten. He's still on one wheel. Or he's got one wheel's popped. Wait, he's gonna hit another curb. Watch it. Wait. Stop.
Look out.
He just struck another curb. He is still going. We're passing Carroll. Watch out, because you can't see. Just go slow, bro, because he's gonna go slow. Let's see it. There's a lot of smoke. Traffic's still light. Speeds are at 60. Passing Curry. He's coming up on the University intersection. Wait. Stop. Yep. Where's he coming? He right down at 7th University. Yeah, we got him. Stop.
The suspect drove through heavy traffic at the intersection of West 7th and University, where he crashed into a utility pole, then a stopped vehicle, and ultimately struck 2 pedestrians, a man and a woman, standing further down the intersection. Pursuing officers arrived within seconds and rendered aid to the victims, who were transported to local hospitals with serious injuries.
Your incident has been updated.
King 724, you monitor.
Your incident has been updated. Your incident has been updated.
At approximately 10:27 p.m. on December 14th, 2025, Trooper Middlecoff was on patrol when he observed a Ford Escape committing a traffic violation. He pulled in behind the vehicle to initiate a stop. When emergency lights were activated, the Ford turned onto a dirt road at a slow speed but failed to stop, then suddenly accelerated and fled, triggering a high-speed pursuit.
County Road 711 north of
The second pit maneuver sent the suspect vehicle spinning counterclockwise, but the driver managed to regain control and continued fleeing at high speed. The third pit maneuver was forceful and decisive, but it still failed to disable the vehicle. The suspect continued fleeing, leaving the roadway and racing across an open grassy field.
John Boy's cutting across the field. I got him stopped here. Move your hand! Show your hand! Don't move! Don't you're gonna get shot! You're gonna get shot! Keep reaching! You keep reaching, you're gonna get shot! Stay where you're at! Right. Don't move! Yeah, if you wanna call my mom! I don't care! You keep moving! You keep moving, you're gonna get shot! John's right in the middle of the field, just off from 150.
At about 8:08 a.m. on December 28, 2024, Trooper Williams was running stationary radar from the median on U.S. Highway 65 north of Tiller, when he clocked a blue minivan traveling south at 80 miles per hour in a 65 zone. After the vehicle passed, Williams pulled onto the highway, caught up, and activated his emergency lights to initiate a stop. The driver refused to slow down even after Williams repeatedly used his siren.
Roll your window down.
I'm scared of you.
The vehicle suddenly pulled into the McGehee Bank parking lot in Tiller and stopped. Trooper Williams approached and the driver, later identified as Sean Patrick Johnson, cracked his window just enough to hand over his license and insurance, but refused to lower it further, saying he was afraid of police. When asked about the license plate, Johnson rolled the window up completely and leaned toward the glove box, hiding his hands. Concerned he might be reaching for a weapon, Williams opened the unlocked driver's door to see inside. Johnson shouted "no" and sped off northbound on Highway 65, prompting Williams to return to his patrol car and give chase. As the pursuit continued, each time Trooper Williams closed in to attempt a pit, Johnson swerved across both northbound lanes to block him. At one point, Johnson slammed on the brakes in an apparent attempt to cause a rear-end collision, but Williams swerved left and narrowly avoided impact.
Flip the vehicle. Get on the ground.
After several failed attempts, Trooper Williams finally found a clear stretch of road with no other traffic and executed a pit at 100 miles per hour, striking the left rear corner of Johnson's vehicle. The maneuver spun Johnson's car counterclockwise into the median, where it flipped twice before coming to rest upright facing east. Johnson climbed out and stood up, but Williams ordered him to the ground and handcuffed him without further incident. When asked why he fled, Johnson repeatedly said he was afraid of police and upset that his car door had been opened. At approximately 4:15 p.m. on December 21, 2024, Sergeant James Hager of the Monroe County Sheriff's Office responded to a reported domestic violence incident. However, the suspect's next actions would turn a routine call into a far more difficult day on the job for law enforcement.
Say one from arrival.
While deputies were speaking with individuals involved, the suspect suddenly bolted outside and climbed into Sergeant Hager's patrol vehicle.
He just stole my patrol car. He stole my patrol car, Central.
Copy.
Get out.
After stealing the patrol vehicle, the suspect went on to carjack a red Kia SUV from a woman and drove off recklessly in an attempt to escape. An officer prepared spike strips to stop the suspect, but heavy traffic and the suspect's high speed, estimated around 100 miles per hour, made deployment unsuccessful. However, the suspect's reckless actions would soon catch up with him.
Signal 4. Signal 4. Signal 4. Signal 4. Signal 4.
At mile marker 104, the suspect collided with a red Volkswagen traveling northbound on US 1. Following the crash, he attempted to continue fleeing but lost control of the vehicle, which overturned off the roadway. Officers approached with weapons drawn, issuing commands but received no response from the suspect.
I'm taking mine out.
Sir,
Go take it out.
Sheriff's office, come out.
That ain't opening it, Andy.
That's gonna open with you.
We need to bust out the truck.
Go.
Right here. Body right here. Body right here. Body right
Body?
Body right there. Body. I got you.
Watch it.
Is he 7?
Sheriff's office, come out with your hands up. Can you hear me?
714-556 Palm Drive for the white.
Can you hear me? Sheriff's office.
Police Highway Patrol.
Is he 7?
No.
I can't see anything.
He's not moving on this side. Yeah, he's not moving. I got air back here.
Can you see his hands or anything?
I'm hitting glass.
Can we open this?
Also, the child is pretty badly injured.
I got you.
Good. You're almost there.
And my thing break. Get on the other side. Hey, break it on the other side.
Yeah, right here. Guys, do we have a knife? Do we have a knife? We can go
I got a glass breaker if you need it.
break it.
Shield.
Give me the shield. Give me the shield. Let's try to get that door open right here. We can't. Guys, can we cut the airbag? Does anybody have a knife?
I got a glass breaker with a knife.
He's moving. Hands up. Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands.
The suspect, later identified as Armando Lope, was found trapped inside the vehicle and required assistance from officers to get out. He was taken into custody, transported to the hospital for evaluation, and then booked into the Key West jail without further incident.
Someone call for rescue now. My fish. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Recovery position. Come on.
Get up on your...
On March 23, 2022, a deputy with the Florence County Sheriff's Office stopped a pickup truck for speeding near mile marker 165 on I-95. The vehicle initially pulled over, and the female driver appeared cooperative. It seemed like everything would end with just a ticket, but what happened next shocked everyone.
How you doing? You always running down for me? How you doing? Got your license registration? Huh? You got your license? I got you. Got ID or anything? 25? 25. Front seat right quick. On the passenger side, have a seat in my front seat right quick. Odor of marijuana.
After explaining the reason for the stop to the driver, the deputy approached the pickup and asked the passenger to step out. Suddenly, the passenger jumped into the driver's seat and sped away, prompting deputies to initiate a pursuit.
Where you at? Northbound. 166. At the 166, on the left-hand side, it's in the median, a gray bag. Yes, sir. On the way off the road. Come off the road. Did you get a tag or anything? No, I can't get a dog. That Tennessee tag. Which there's 69. Getting on that 69. 1050, where you at? Roll fire hot. Roll fire hot. Maybe 1050. Where you at?
After explaining the reason for the stop to the driver, the deputy approached the pickup and asked the passenger to step out. Suddenly, the passenger jumped into the driver's seat and sped away, prompting deputies to initiate a pursuit.
We got her out. Tommy and them pulls up. We go to...
On Friday, June 27, 2025, around 5:33 p.m., Trooper Davis spotted a silver ATV speeding along Scott Hamilton Drive near Baseline Road. Radar confirmed the ATV was traveling 60 miles per hour in a 40 zone, and the driver, a black male, wasn't wearing eye protection. When the ATV turned onto Avery Road, Trooper Davis followed. The driver made eye contact with the patrol car, then accelerated through the neighborhood. Trooper Davis activated his lights and sirens and notified Troop A that a pursuit had begun.
Southbound Jameson, black male, silver follower, no traffic, about 50, where to go. Westbound on the Hogan, towards Scott Hamilton. We are northbound on Mize. Eastbound on Rocco, 25 miles an hour, no traffic. It's a black male, green shirt, looks like sweatpants. He pulled off into a yard, driving around the house, stand by just one.
The pursuit ended when the suspect turned onto a gated property at 25 Rocco Drive. Thinking he might flee on foot, Trooper Davis circled the block and spotted him behind the house, trying to hide the ATV in a shed. Davis approached, gave commands, and the suspect complied without resistance. He was identified as Joshua Pitts, who did not have a valid driver's license.
Yeah, God forbid you run for the police and have consequences.
Around 2:15 p.m. on April 2nd, 2025, the Lakeland Police Department and Florida Highway Patrol were actively pursuing a homicide suspect traveling eastbound on Interstate 4 from Polk County into Osceola County. The suspect was driving a yellow Chrysler Town and Country minivan. Other officers were positioned near the on-ramp from State Road 417 to Interstate 4 at mile marker 62, where they spotted the yellow minivan speeding and weaving through traffic, with emergency lights and sirens activated behind it. Those units joined the pursuit and ultimately took over as the primary units.
56, what's the latest step 20?
It's the 62, or the 56 ago, it's the 62.
All right, there, 417, still 94. We're at the 54 right now.
Now time to 64, 80 miles per hour. Good,
56, show me 15 that way also. From six.
Yep.
Are we able to catch that? Yeah, go ahead. We have some aircraft up to the...
Yeah, I'm sorry, tonight.
We have aircraft up.
I'll deal with it.
Some of the speeds at 528 and 94, they're heading this way. 1200, you can relay the information to 1049 Orange County. They can connect the dots.
The pursuit continued through the SR 528 interchange toward Interstate 4. The suspect maintained high speeds in heavy traffic, prompting units to discuss the use of aerial support to maintain visual contact from above.
Just before him, but that before. I'm waiting for him. 36, Roger unit, if you can fit the vehicle, go ahead. You should be between They get back to 69, everybody's dropping everything left. As he's approaching, your units, they can have some advice.
We're trying to figure out a path. On the shoulder, it's 51.
32 advise unit, when you reach the beach line, if you stay east, let me know, because I'm on the beach line, and the rest of your feet away. You pass the beach line? Yeah, just keep going, I'm right here in the shoulder. The older gray Chrysler, right?
2-4, this is back to old Chrysler, Town and Country.
Is that a minivan?
It's a minivan, Town and Country.
Alright, that's what I'm sitting right here in the left shoulder. On the road.
In the minutes that followed, officers repeatedly tried to close in and attempt a PIT maneuver, but each time the suspect accelerated to avoid contact.
Are they still eastbound from Sand Lake? Yeah, that's okay. And number two, in charge, we're coming up to the express lane, half the express lane. Let me know if you take the express lanes or not. Alright, hey, whoever that is, do they hear me? Hit him. Hit him right now. Tire to tire. Pushing the gas, too. There you go, push him. We are still eastbound. We're going to turn bike on the back. Turn bike. Left shoulder. He's just passing everybody on the shoulder. Now we're back on the road. We're passing. Clarify, make sure 2 Ks maybe, no, we're passing turn bike. Whoever that unit is, try to hit him. You're right on it. You can hit him. Number 1 is not responding. Number 2, take over a bit. Yeah, I'm number 2, but Tahoe is Thursday in the channel. That's probably a Troop C unit is number 1. If he's not responding, somebody take over and fix the vehicle. Alright, number 1. Hey, you're trying to do it before you get to downtown. Okay, be aware, when he crashes, you gotta approach that car. We have a dog right behind you. Alright, we're coming up to JYP, eastbound coming to JYP. I will advise we exit River Still westbound, that was the JYP exit. I'm sorry, eastbound. Alright, he's exited JYP. John Hill Parkway exit. We're approaching the light of JYP. Looks like we are making a right. I think he just destroyed his car.
After an unsuccessful pit attempt, the suspect lost control, climbed onto the median, and became stuck. Officers quickly moved in, surrounded the vehicle, and took the suspect into custody without further incident. On May 23, 2025, at approximately 4:51 p.m., Trooper Duncan responded to a reported disturbance between a mother and daughter. While en route, dispatch noted that one party might have been coughing or choking. Upon arrival, Officer W. Williams advised that a black passenger car had just left the scene. Trooper Duncan located the vehicle near Live Oak and Lynch Drive. He observed its paper tag was unreadable and damaged. When the vehicle turned onto Lynch Drive, Trooper Duncan activated his emergency lights and siren to initiate a traffic stop for the tag issue and to follow up on the disturbance. The vehicle slowed near 7001 Faulkner Lake Road but never fully stopped. Trooper Duncan saw a single occupant with dreadlocks before the vehicle suddenly sped off eastbound on Faulkner Lake Road, reaching speeds over 100 miles per hour and endangering public safety.
David 43 there, yeah, he's taking off. We'll be free spent on Lynch. Paper tags on it. We're going 440 towards Little Rock, speeds out 80, light traffic.
The pursuit continued past the airport exit, with a suspect vehicle reaching speeds up to 125 miles per hour. Arkansas State Police units moved into position to assist. The vehicle sped westbound on I-440, passing cars on the right shoulder at approximately 100 miles per hour near the Springer exit. As Trooper Duncan continued east on Dixon Road to turn around, he came upon a rear-end crash near the 1200 block and saw the suspect vehicle wrecked in the yard of 1224 Dixon Road. Witnesses identified the driver as a black female, later confirmed to be Miss Shacky Floyd. Trooper Duncan drew his weapon and ordered her to the ground. Once she complied and he saw both of her hands, he holstered his weapon and took her into custody without further incident. On January 1, 2024, around 9 p.m., a Monona police officer observed an SUV make a sudden turn near the intersection of St. Teresa Terrace and Monona Drive. Suspecting the driver was trying to avoid contact, the officer followed the vehicle into a nearby parking lot. Instead of stopping, the SUV turned around and accelerated past the officer onto Nichols Road, initiating a pursuit with speeds exceeding 80 miles per hour. The suspect vehicle then ran a stop sign before crashing into a tree. Dashcam footage captured the SUV's brake lights activating just before the impact, followed by a burst of flames as the vehicle struck the tree. When officers approached, the SUV was heavily damaged, with all 3 occupants trapped inside and appearing seriously injured. Officers quickly broke the rear window to begin extracting the victims from the vehicle.
I got it. No. Get underneath it. I mean, I don't get underneath, but it's wrapped. No, it's good.
Can I get another one in here? Yeah. Hey, you still awake? You still awake? I'm afraid to even climb in there. It might dislodge it. Yeah. Can anyone inside hear me? Hey, do you want me to check a pulse on him? I can get down below. I'm afraid the car could shift and crush you. Oh, good point. Okay. Do you guys want to start third shift? Nacho's handling it. Hey, bud. Come on, wake up. I don't think we can get in and check the guy in the back, Nacho, without shifting the car. Hey, I'm not sure if Nacho's gonna want this, but open bottle. Just leave everything in the car. Leave everything in the car.
At approximately 3:15 p.m. on June 25, 2025, Trooper Ray was traveling southbound on Northwest 87th Avenue, just north of State Road 836, when he observed a gray Toyota RAV4. He noticed the driver was not wearing a seatbelt and appeared to be pulling it across his chest. Trooper Ray pulled in behind the vehicle and activated his emergency lights to initiate a stop. The driver initially complied and stopped at the top of the SR 836 ramp.
Pulled over?
Yeah.
Let me know the spring over to go on there.
You take off! You take off! You take it off! You take off! You take off! You took off! You took off! Where'd he go?
Oh, wait, wait. Getting 1031. Southbound 826, emergency 24. Good.
After the pit maneuver, the driver escaped through the driver's window, jumped over a concrete barrier, and ran on foot into the northbound lanes of State Road 826. Trooper Ray deployed a Taser 7, but was unable to make contact. The driver was later apprehended by Homeland Security investigations officers. The driver was identified as Nelson Jose Gomez Leon, 37, and was taken into custody without further incident. At approximately 2 p.m. on October 17, 2025, Florida Highway Patrol troopers received information about a stolen red Toyota spotted in a parking lot. A nearby trooper quickly responded to the area to investigate. As soon as the suspect spotted law enforcement, they sped away at high speed, initiating a pursuit.
We're at 5 feet. I'm going to stop down on 5. It's going to be about 6 miles per hour. Call 48 of Alpha Lima 53, Romeo X-ray, Toyota Corolla, ready to cover. Stop now, stop on 5.
Traffic, gonna be hitting my power, stop on Paso. Turn into a residential area.
Hey, block him off, y'all. Do not let him go back out. Hey, Jackson looks like he's going to be occupied at least 2 times. They get ready to bail.
Come back out. Come back out. Alright, back on Paso. Back on Paso. Don't stop down. Back on Paso. Traffic is 7 miles an hour.
Throughout the pursuit, the suspect drove recklessly and aggressively, showing no regard for public safety. Troopers made multiple attempts to perform pit maneuvers, but each effort was unsuccessful. Despite this, officers remained in pursuit, waiting for the next safe opportunity to bring the chase to an end. While the suspect was driving into oncoming traffic, the vehicle lost control, crossed the median, and crashed into a ditch. The suspect immediately fled on foot, with troopers chasing closely behind. Around 1:04 a.m. on March 27, 2022, Trooper Matthews was traveling west on Interstate 20 near Bill Kennedy Road when he observed a gray 2015 BMW 640i moving at roughly 108 miles per hour in a 65 mile per hour zone. He began following the BMW in the truck lane and saw it continue to accelerate. A radar check soon showed the vehicle reaching 132 miles per hour. Trooper Matthews, along with other state units, activated their emergency equipment to stop the car, but the driver immediately fled, prompting a pursuit.
Northbound predictor, northbound predictor. Stay left. Stay left.
The driver continued operating recklessly, pushing the BMW beyond 140 miles per hour, making improper and erratic lane changes, failing to signal and drifting out of his lane. He showed complete disregard for the safety of other motorists, his passengers, and himself as he sped west on Interstate 20 and then north on Interstates 75/85.
Clear left. Take your eye on 17th Street, still there. 17th Street for the terrible town. That goes straight to right. Clear left, clear right. Almost having that hurt speed. Somebody get south of us, coming back up to the spring towards the 10th. Clear, clear, clear. Clear, clear, clear. Clear left, clear right. I can see clear left. I can see clear right. There's southbound spray coming on it. There's southbound on spray. Sorry, it's slow.
Gurgent Tarpley's pit maneuver on Spring Street forced the BMW into several vehicles before it finally came to a stop. The driver, later identified as Deontay Doherty, appeared stunned by the swift, decisive response of the Georgia officers and immediately surrendered. He was taken into custody without further incident. It was clear he had no intention of ever attempting something like this again in Georgia. Around 1:15 p.m. on March 25, 2025, Trooper Shoik responded to assist in a pursuit involving a vehicle fleeing from local police. He quickly located the suspect's car, moved into position, and took over as the primary unit in the chase. A hard pit maneuver was executed almost immediately, but despite the impact, the driver managed to correct the vehicle and continued fleeing.
Stand by. We're on Spring Hill. Coming up to 40. Going westbound on 40.
Minutes later, the vehicle suddenly veered off the embankment and overturned onto its roof. Troopers rushed in and quickly took the driver into custody. Troopers then discovered the driver's young child trapped inside the overturned vehicle. They quickly worked to free the child, who, along with the driver, was found to have no serious injuries. It was a stroke of luck, but the mother's actions drew outrage. Had she cared about her child's safety, she would never have fled, or at the very least, she should have stopped the moment the pit maneuver occurred. Around 6:21 p.m. on November 30th, 2025, an Arkansas state trooper noticed a white vehicle showing signs of impaired driving. When the trooper activated his emergency lights to initiate a stop, the driver did not pull over and continued down the road.
Taking two-way. Forward to Little Rock, show me 1037. Forward to Little Rock, get us a 1016. They just caused a head-on on Chester.
The female driver was taken into custody showing clear signs of impairment with a strong odor of alcohol on her person. Although she denied drinking, she failed the field sobriety test.
DWI.
No.
That means driving while intoxicated.
No, sir. I am not being treated this way.
At around 9 p.m. on January 17th, 2025, Oneida County Deputy Sheriff Michael Bettish spotted a man acting suspiciously at a gas station in the town of Crescent. Bettish ran the license plate on the man's black BMW and discovered the driver, 28-year-old Matthew Johnson, had a revoked license and was prohibited from operating a motor vehicle due to prior convictions. Deputy Bettish attempted to stop Johnson as he drove north on State Route 47, with his emergency lights activated. The chase reached speeds of up to 120 miles per hour as Johnson continued north on State Route 47 near Bridge Road. While attempting to pass a vehicle on the right shoulder, he lost control, crossing from the northbound lanes into oncoming traffic. Johnson's car collided with a southbound vehicle, resulting in a serious crash. Rescue teams extricated him from the wreck and performed life-saving measures, but he was pronounced dead at the scene. On February 11, 2026, at approximately 9:52 p.m., Officer Smedley was traveling westbound on Tanner Road when he observed a dark-colored motorcycle heading east with only its headlight illuminated and no functioning taillight. He turned around, followed the motorcycle, and attempted to initiate a traffic stop on River Creek Road, but the rider failed to stop despite the activation of emergency lights and siren, prompting a pursuit.
Review.
10-4. K-12. 10-43.
12 was direction out. 40 Springs, unlicensed black motorcycle, black pants, camo jacket. We're at River Creek Drive now, heading toward Walmart. I'll take 40 Springs, 1037.
Despite knowing that a motorcycle is no match for a patrol unit, the rider stubbornly continued to flee. Although a slight tactical contact could have likely forced the bike down, Officer Smedley chose instead to give the man an opportunity to stop safely on his own.
Correction, it's going to be a black man. Turn right on Tanner Street, head towards 97. Forty to unit behind me. 12, I'm with you.
After crashing the motorcycle, the suspect attempted to flee on foot, but was quickly apprehended and handcuffed without further incident by Officer Davis, Sergeant Kyle Sheldon, and Officer Trey McAneer. He was later identified as 36-year-old Tommy Danner Jr. While in custody, Danner began displaying what appeared to be seizure-like behavior. prompting Officer McAneer to assess him. Officers soon determined he was feigning a medical emergency, and responding medical personnel later evaluated him and found no signs of distress. On November 7, 2024, at approximately 4:38 a.m., Trooper Alston noticed a gold Buick Century in Riviera Beach, Florida, with a suspicious temporary tag. A records check revealed the tag was unregistered. When Alston activated his emergency lights and sirens to make a stop, the driver fled, leading to a high-speed pursuit through residential streets. The vehicle continued to recklessly run through stop signs. Trooper Alston attempted a tactical vehicle intervention, but was unsuccessful. The pursuit continued through the residential area.
They go back up to Silver Beach Road or Old Dixie, just to 14 or Blue Heron.
At around 8:40 p.m. on April 11th, 2026, Arkansas State Police officers were conducting a sobriety checkpoint, stopping vehicles and screening drivers for signs of alcohol or drug impairment. Most motorists cooperated and were quickly allowed to continue on their way. But one driver in a silver Chevrolet sedan drew immediate attention. After being asked to step out of the vehicle for further inspection because he could not provide valid identification, the driver suddenly sped away from the checkpoint, triggering a police pursuit.
Bob, he's been drinking. He took off from the checkpoint. Give you a vehicle description just a minute. We got about entering there first. Contact B&D. 24 going, go around me, I'll be secondary. Snuck at the dog. P24 is sitting on secondary, I'll call it. We're southbound on College, on Waverly Road. It's black out. It's blacked out. 24, we're coming up to some pretty big curves, so be careful. Speed 105 right now. He's taking a side road. Northwest on Lewis.
House. I'll have that road.
After officers executed a pit maneuver, the suspect was taken into custody without any further incident. Authorities say the suspect could now face several charges, including felony fleeing, obstruction of governmental operations, driving without a license, and reckless driving. At approximately 2:12 a.m. on April 17, 2026, Trooper Darren Evans was notified by Troop D dispatch of a stolen ambulance traveling westbound across the Interstate 40 bridge from Memphis. Evans quickly located the pursuit, joined in, and requested to take the lead position.
He'll notify Secret Bathroom. Not sure if they're gonna want me to try to DPI this. Coming up to 7 time. Should be 10:37.
Talk to you. Cancel. We're in the parking lot of the hospital trying to get a shot.
As the ambulance entered the parking lot of Baptist Memorial Hospital on 7th Street, Trooper Darren Evans successfully used his patrol unit to block it. Additional units quickly surrounded the vehicle. The driver, identified as Vanessa Bowen, was taken into custody without further incident. During the arrest, Bowen stated she stole the ambulance because she felt no one was taking care of her or checking on her. On December 19th, 2025, at approximately 12:33 a.m., Sergeant Garrett Bird was traveling eastbound on Interstate 40 near mile marker 271 when a blue passenger car with Tennessee plates sped past in the left lane. Rear radar clocked the vehicle at 98 miles per hour in a 75 miles per hour zone. Sergeant Bird began following and observed the car continue around 90 miles per hour. He advised Troop D dispatch and activated his emergency lights. The driver briefly signaled right as if yielding, then canceled the signal, accelerated to triple-digit speeds, and passed other vehicles. Sergeant Bird activated his siren and notified dispatch that a pursuit was underway.
Oh, shit.
I'm 1037. 273.
About 1 minute later, Trooper Bird executed a successful pit maneuver at approximately 137 miles per hour, forcing the vehicle off the right side of the roadway into a grassy area where it came to a stop near a tree line. The occupants exited and fled into the woods. With the assistance of a K-9 unit, one suspect was located hiding in a drainage ditch and taken into custody, but refused to provide information about the others. A subsequent search failed to locate any additional suspects. On January 1st, 2026, at approximately 8:05 p.m., Sergeant Davenport was notified by Arkansas State Police Troop C dispatch that the Truman Police Department was pursuing a stolen vehicle traveling northbound on Highway 555. Sergeant Davenport quickly located the pursuit and joined in.
Just what you do this time.
Shortly after taking the lead in the pursuit, Sergeant Davenport executed a pit maneuver, causing the suspect's vehicle to leave the roadway, enter a ditch, and strike a Department of Transportation fence, resulting in damage. Despite the impact, the vehicle managed to escape the ditch and continued fleeing along Apache Drive before heading northbound on Red Wolf Road.
What's your call? I'm coming up to level. Going on the oncoming traffic west on Highland, coming up to Caraway.
After Sergeant Davenport's second pit attempt was unsuccessful, Trooper Brian Merrill joined the pursuit and assumed the lead position. Shortly afterward, Trooper Merrill executed a successful pit maneuver, causing the vehicle to slide off the roadway and become disabled. Officers from the Truman Police Department, the Craighead County Sheriff's Office, and the Jonesboro Police Department assisted in taking the suspects into custody. Both the driver and the passenger were arrested without further incident. At about 7:54 a.m. on November 21st, 2025, Trooper Greeno was stationary conducting traffic enforcement when he spotted a vehicle speeding past at roughly 80 miles per hour in a 45 miles per hour zone. He pulled out, activated his emergency lights, and attempted a traffic stop. Instead of complying, the driver accelerated, immediately initiating a pursuit.
Southbound, get there.
South, I'm in a home, red light.
I'm direct, I'm getting on at the 97. Y'all heading towards Glenrose.
Coming in Melbourne. Breaking out.
Copy, right there.
On your face!
After sharply swerving to avoid another vehicle, the fleeing car skidded out of control, slid across the roadway, and crashed into a ditch. The driver immediately bailed out and ran into the woods, but was captured after a short foot chase. Fortunately, no serious injuries or significant property damage resulted from the pursuit. At approximately 7:40 p.m. on March 25, 2025, officers received reports of a young man attempting a carjacking at a gas station in southern Otsego County. The attempt failed when the driver, who was legally armed, drew a firearm and forced the suspect to flee. Moments later, the suspect found an unattended pickup truck with the keys inside, stole it, and fled the scene. After the owner called 911, a description of the vehicle was broadcast to law enforcement. A Michigan State Police trooper from the Gaylord Post later spotted the vehicle traveling northbound on I-75. When the trooper activated lights and siren, the suspect refused to stop, initiating a pursuit.
The deviant tower and active domestic going on. All the RP was screaming, nothing further.
We're going to we're not getting out. Clear, I'll wait up here in a second. That's going to be working. Turn that blade. Do it. Light them out. Blow on it. Just guard, you still going? That's it, guys. Start off at 1. Yeah, going. Practically 90 miles per hour. Copy 90 miles per hour. 7314, we're going to be able to go so 5. Clear map. Central 2936, Central. 2936, still rolling up to 213, going still about 93 miles per hour. That's still 213. Copy, passing 313. Copy, passing 313. Central 29, sorry, 26. Alright, we're gonna go and stop the 334 and do the construction area.
Central 314, I got one urgent community advice guard. What's going on?
Yes, sir.
He's still going 90 miles per hour like traffic. That's 2 or 15.
Copy, still going 90 with traffic, 315.
Better one here.
Northbound ramp, close, got southbound, it's visual south, there's a turnout, we're going to stop next right there. Copy.
Also, by the he's actually trying to stop us in the side of here.
He's actively trying to stop?
Hey, for him, he's swerving a lot.
The suspect traveled at speeds approaching 100 miles per hour in light rain. Although officers moved in close to give him a chance to stop, he refused to comply. Recognizing the ongoing danger to the public, units from Tuscarora Township prepared to assist by deploying spike strips.
18 mile marker.
That's a great team, I'm with it. They got a little body on the left, you get a draw where he's at. By the way, at the end of the construction, I'm down to 1.5 lanes here, I can use mine. Great. Yeah, just because I know that we need to have that down.
There, and then we'll, if we are unsuccessful, exit construction here with stop 6 minutes. That's 320 on the road at 90 miles per hour.
Copy, 90 miles an hour, 320 on the road.
They'll say, I'm super right on the road. We're going to return that plate.
We'll just stop in behind you guys.
Alright, very much. Sometimes we're going to pass in the selection. I need to get it, you know.
I think we're selected. I'll follow if you want.
Say again.
I'll follow if you want.
You're all right now. Any construction activity going on? I would assume nobody's working today.
No, there's no construction right now. It's all completely done.
Fair enough. If you take one of these exits, I'd maybe look to try to get them.
One way, down to 1 way.
Fair enough. Yeah, I just need to go over 10 miles per hour here. I can, but we're going over it now.
Now, it's pulling up. That's the 324 now, 90 miles an hour. That's the 324, 90 miles an hour.
If you want, we can try to roll a roadblock there if you guys are familiar.
920, you got stop there, the 326 shot. No, we're not. Alright, we're 325.
As the pursuit entered a one-lane construction zone, the suspect began driving erratically, swerving to prevent patrol units from getting close. One officer observed the suspect waving his hand out of the window, though no weapon was seen at that time.
Alright, one lane, we got a car coming up here, let's see what he does.
Northbound into construction zone 93. Northbound construction 93. Just to have the bridge checked out. Copy, check the bridge out.
If you do have stop 6, let us know so we can back off a little bit where you're at.
Right, I do like we're at the end of the construction zone.
Alright, Ground, he was pretty erratic when he took points down the freeway, so be careful.
Near mile marker 320, officers discussed the possibility of shutting down the Mackinac Bridge or deploying additional stop sticks. The suspect continued to swerve across the roadway at around 90 miles per hour as officers confirmed the vehicle's registration. Units then decided to use the narrowed lanes in the construction zone near mile marker 325 to contain the suspect. Multiple spike strips were successfully deployed, deflating at least one of the vehicle's tires.
Copy 690 northbound. Bridge is trying to shut down the area for steps. Back up, bridge will be shutting down lanes.
Still 8 miles per hour. I can see.
Copy 2 miles per hour.
Looks like you sort of over there, maybe the stops it's ticket. Looks like right front slow.
Then we get back out the EMS. I'm standing by here over the expressway. Stand for back west of the EMS.
Central about 65 miles per hour.
35 miles up. Water rubber coming off. Copy 75, water rubber coming off.
Just lost the right there.
Wash rubber tire. Down to 60. Down to 6. Red to Bluebird Corner, northbound. Copy 60 corner. 55. 50. Yeah, taking the bridge. Well, last we're going to shut down lanes. At this point, I don't know. They're going to be able to from us right now.
Alright, you're rolling a robot. Right, come on right here. Just slow them down a little bit. Good.
We're 40.
Wait a minute. Look at them here.
Copy, successful pit. Backed up into me. Hit my car. Backed up into 16 and hit car.
Alright. Open up the door! Open up the door!
Following a pit maneuver near mile marker 336, the suspect, identified as Donald Wade, was taken into custody without further incident. Wade was charged with carjacking and unlawful driving. He also faces additional charges of fleeing and eluding law enforcement in Sheboygan County. At about 11:30 a.m. on November 14th, 2024, Missouri State Highway Patrol Troop H began tracking a stolen silver Nissan Altima, driven by a lone male at around 46 miles per hour. Around 11:35 a.m., Officer Neely, patrolling south on I-29, spotted a silver Nissan Altima matching the description. He followed the vehicle for several miles before attempting a traffic stop, giving Trooper Harrison time to deploy stop sticks.
Tyson, you do a relay on this?
I'm monitoring. I'm heading back towards 29.
Okay. We're going to try to preemptively spike him before he gets to Fawcett.
Yeah, I'm just letting the guys know as you were out of range with Troop A. Sounds like they're going to try to set spikes at 35 there.
Going northbound, it's at 320 right now.
Northbound from the 32. 1328, have you initiated a stop yet?
No, I've not lit it up. There's a really good distance of traffic between him and the cars in front of us, so I'll light it up as soon as I see 549 spikes.
.339 pursuit.
I'm gonna go ahead and light mine up too, so you do.
1328, attempting stop.
34 for 549.
After several minutes of surveillance, troopers prepared the stop sticks. A traffic stop was initiated before deployment to avoid a full pursuit in heavy traffic. The stop sticks were successful, puncturing all 4 tires of the suspect's vehicle. Officers continued following, waiting for the car to come to a stop.
You're recused. What happened several times, put the vehicle in gear, took off. Mile marker, I'll have mile for here in a second.
Good spike on mine. I'll switch to dispatch 2. We're northbound, not going to exit at Fawcett. I'm on dispatch 2 now.
Okay, we're 1328. Maybe fleeing at 36 mad, so he's switching over.
Good spike. Should be all 4, and we did not exit at Fawcett. It's northbound 36 mile marker now. Losing tires, and I think he's probably preparing for a football. 36.2 miles an hour. No traffic, 60 miles an hour.
1328.
Gonna take this crossover and 1050.
The other situation may be over 935.
Moments later, as the suspect tried to steer into the oncoming lane, the vehicle lost control and struck a MoDOT sign and a cable barrier. Troopers quickly moved in and took the suspect into custody.
Gonna get tased! I'm gonna get killed! I'm gonna die! On your face right now! Get on the ground! Hands out! Stop or you're gonna get it again! Stop or you're gonna get it again! Put your hands behind your back! Hands behind your back! Move. I got cuffs.
On March 2nd, 2026, at about 10:20 p.m., Trooper Trey Davis was in the area of Highway 70 and Elliott Road near a Circle K gas station. He ran the vehicle through the Arkansas Crime Information Center and found that the insurance could not be verified. When the vehicle left the parking lot and headed west on Highway 70, Trooper Davis pulled in behind it and attempted a traffic stop near Casey Lane.
And for 50 years, coming up with it.
A pit maneuver at about 105 miles per hour disabled the suspect vehicle. The driver fled on foot, and Trooper Davis briefly pursued, but lost sight of him. A female passenger remained in the car and was not seriously injured. Officers found a wallet with an Arkansas ID belonging to the driver, Derek Zamora, along with a black bag containing men's clothing, 2 glass pipes commonly used for meth, and a prescription bottle with various pills. A search of the area was conducted, but the suspect was not found. At about 1:14 a.m. on March 7, 2026, Trooper Plyler was patrolling a rural highway when he spotted a Hyundai SUV traveling ahead. Noticing a possible equipment issue, he turned around to check the vehicle. After catching up, he activated his emergency lights and siren to initiate a traffic stop. Instead of pulling over, the SUV continued down the highway while Trooper Plyler maintained visual contact and followed closely behind.
Go ahead.
City, that's 241 eastbound on there.
Was it easy?
Thank you, sir. I'll call it. Speed 70. Hey, research your passenger seat.
Get out of the car now! Get out of the car! Get out of the car! With your left hand, open the door. Open the door! Get out on the ground now! Get on the fucking ground now! Right hand unbuckle it! Unbuckle it with your right hand! Right hand? Right hand! Sir. Put in park. Get on the ground, face down! Get on the ground. Sir. Hands out. I got it. I'll put it.
After the pit maneuver, the suspect complied with officers and was taken into custody without further incident. A search of the vehicle revealed a small bag of suspected marijuana and a glass pipe commonly used for drug use. At about 10:59 p.m. on March 7th, 2026, Trooper Ledden was parked roadside monitoring traffic when he observed a Dodge Charger approaching at a high rate of speed. His radar confirmed the vehicle was traveling 99 miles per hour in a 55 mile per hour zone. As the Charger passed his patrol car, Trooper Ledden activated his lights and pulled into traffic to pursue the vehicle.
Boy Henry
457.
HC 492. I believe we're going to be stopping probably at the West. Stop that door.
Get out of the fucking car! Get the fuck out! Get in front of the car! Put your hands up! Hands up, passenger!
At exit 19, Trooper Ledden saw the vehicle's lights turn back on and its speed decrease. The Charger then pulled into the parking lot of a Wendy's and stopped. The driver, identified as Torrance Buchanan, and the passengers complied with officers. The passengers were released after their identities were verified. A search of the vehicle found about 2.9 grams of marijuana, which Buchanan admitted was his. Buchanan was charged with speeding 132 miles per hour in a 55 mile per hour zone, turning off headlights to avoid detection, failure to signal, reckless driving, driving without a license, no insurance, possession of a Schedule 6 substance under 4 ounces, and fleeing. At around 6:20 p.m. on February 7th, 2024, officers with the Locust Grove Police Department initiated a pursuit of a stolen U-Haul truck. Attempts to stop the vehicle were unsuccessful as the driver fled, leading to a pursuit involving more than 10 police vehicles.
My car, that's my car. Main case, passenger radio.
I'm 14 lead, I'm secondary.
14 CPI on the corner. I'm not letting back on 412. Hey, looking around you.
Take it out.
14, the front lead. And then table.
Eastbound Barrington, flight on 1 primary.
Take a look at that. We're coming up to you guys right now.
Copy 412. Hey, John.
And you need 3 cars.
3 Jones.
The pursuit continued at speeds between 60 and 80 miles per hour through heavy traffic. The driver was seen running multiple red lights at high speed, posing a serious danger to the public. Due to traffic conditions, officers were unable to perform any tactical maneuvers and instead maintained close pursuit to apply pressure, hoping the driver would eventually choose to stop voluntarily.
Coming up Gene George. Approaching Gene George. 49, 85.
Coming up to the intersection Gene George right now. So.
search. Yeah, Mark. I'm with the intersection at 48, but I was taking the interstate going northbound. Copy. Direction southbound. Copy, copy. DVI or no? No, not yet. We're southbound interstate. DVI.
TBI. Roll over. Start central. Let's fight on you. Down the airbags deployed.
On December 25, 2025, at approximately 10:59 a.m., Officer William was dispatched after reports of an unidentified man jumping fences into residents' backyards and knocking on multiple doors while claiming he was looking for a dog. The individual's behavior was described as suspicious. At around 11:30 a.m., Officer William located the suspect. When the officer attempted to stop him, the suspect fled on foot and jumped into a white vehicle driven by an accomplice in an attempt to escape.
Come on over. Hands up, motherfucker! Charles 23, he ran my car. Charles 23, he ran my car. He's going on Warden.
Charles 2, you copy that ranking ram? Charles 23, you go on. Come on. They ain't gonna allow me, y'all can start that one. Yes, sir. We have users coming to you.
Hey, they're turning by Golden Corral.
Silver passenger car. They ran Charles 23. You talked about 2 times, black middle. Then on West Commercial going towards the church. Speed 51. Looks like they're going to make a left going towards McKay Park apartment. No traffic. Charles Big Reader for stop. Death subject and they rammed an officer with the car. They just took the grass going towards McCain Hall. Speed 20. They got severe damage to their vehicles. Alright, we just made it right. Speed 22. Okay. They have severe damage from vehicles and light traffic. They're not 1/3. Stay, they're not going to stop. Speed 74, coming up to the red light. Here at North Hill, they're continuing through the red light. Speed 41, no traffic. They just made a left on Crestwood. Control 2, how many units do I have in the street? Just made a left on Randolph going towards the speed 8. Full bill.
After failing to stop at another stop sign at the intersection of Lansing and Randolph, the vehicle turned southbound. Both the driver's and passenger's doors opened as the suspects attempted to flee on foot. The front seat passenger, identified as Taylor, jumped from the moving vehicle before it crashed onto the front lawn of a nearby residence.
Get that one. Pop, 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 pop. Stop or you'll be big. Stop or you'll be big. Hey, over here. Go, go, go.
No, give us an update. You want to get him out.